So I will read this in the record. This is dated March 20th, 2026, regarding industrial pretreatment program. As a requirement of the Wastewater Treatment Facilities National Pollutant Discharge Elimination System, NPDES, permit, the Federal Clean Water Act, the Pennsylvania Clean Streams Law, and the Federal General Pretreatment regulations at 40 CFR Part 403, the Bureau of Sewers must establish and operate a local pretreatment program. This program is designed to manage discharges from non-domestic sources into the sanitary sewer system. Oversight of these non-domestic sources is crucial to prevent disruptions to the facility's operations, protect its workers, and minimize the risk of pollutants passing through that are not effectively removed by the treatment process. The program also emphasizes the importance of increasing opportunities to recycle and reclaim wastewater at the source. The pretreatment program manages the permitting process for industrial users, commercial entities, and waste haulers as outlined in the City of Erie Sewer Use Ordinance. This process enables control, monitoring, and enforcement actions when users fail to meet federal and local pretreatment standards. Enforcement includes adhering to the public participation requirements of 40 CFR Part 25 when implementing national pretreatment standards. These procedures include an annual public notice and one or more general circulation newspapers, providing meaningful public notification within the jurisdictions served by the treatment facility about industrial users that were in significant noncompliance with pretreatment requirements at any time during the past 12 months. Notification of a user in significant noncompliance does not imply harm to the public, the environment, or treatment facility. The Bureau of Sewers is required to submit an annual report to the Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, detailing all actions undertaken by the pretreatment program. I have attached the annual report as submitted to the EPA along with the City of Erie Sewer Use Ordinance for reference. Effective pretreatment is essential for protecting sewage treatment infrastructure and maintaining the quality of discharged water. Regulatory frameworks play a key role in guiding compliance and pollution control efforts. I appreciate the Environmental Advisory Council's ongoing dedication and stewardship of our most valuable resources. Sincerely, Basil J. Ronzetti. Have any comments on Mr. Rossetti's memo?
Most of my comments fit under C, but I'm sorry Mr. Ronzetti wasn't able to be here in person. I really wish he was. I did skim this because I got it after 2 o'clock, and besides the notice of significant noncompliance, there is a chronic going in and out of compliance by a variety of businesses. If you go to the bottom and work your way up, it's easier to find those. But some of them are out of compliance maybe for a month, some for several months. Zinc, arsenic, phosphorus, all kinds of constituents. And many of them are metal finishing, plating, processing kinds of businesses. Can I just move into the pollution prevention, or do we want to stay?
Well, we would want to finish this item before we move on.
So I would just summarize, and I will highlight the last sentence of Mr. Ronzetti's report, which is what I'm most interested in for us, is the program also emphasizes the importance of increasing opportunities to recycle and reclaim water at the source. And to my mind, the source is where it's generated, not at the sewer treatment plant.
Basil mentioned that if you have any further questions to reach out, and I wrote this in the email also to Tim Humrick. I'm not sure if that's the right way to say his name, but pre-treatment coordinator down at Bureau of Sewers. And I provided you the email for Tim, so he'd be willing to answer any other questions you have. Okay? Thank you.
Have any other comments, questions on Mr. Ronzetti's statement? All right. Seeing none, we'll move on to pollution prevention.
So my asking to have this added to the menu was generated by my reading this notice of significant noncompliance, and also my history of working in the field of pollution prevention, specifically in the area of hazardous waste. And we worked with businesses that were generating hazardous waste, and I worked in a multi-county program in coordination with water authorities, sewer treatment plants, health departments, and I was in the solid waste department. And we had a program that was identifying opportunities for businesses to reduce the amount of hazardous waste they generated. Hazardous waste also includes the materials that may or may not be discharged to the wastewater treatment system. So a lot of, one of the things with some of these kinds of businesses, if you don't, do you have to have a cleaning process? Is there a way you don't have a cleaning step in your process? Do you have to wash everything? Is there a way to not get something dirty so you don't have to wash it? Those are pollution prevention things. Luckily, we are no longer dealing with dentists who use silver to develop their x-rays or photo finishing plants. That was one of the biggest groups that we worked with. We worked with auto body plants, and I think they're still operating in the same ways, and dry cleaners. But I just wanted to bring up one of the things we as a group can do is to help with this part here. What is it, how can we be more aware of what's going on in the pollution prevention world? And I had a limited amount of time to look at it today, but there's a lot at both the state level, and even the EPA is still doing, even as it's diminished its role. And I don't know if somebody like Molly, for example, might have students who'd be interested in exploring this as an independent study or something to help us possibly identify some pollution prevention areas, and we could maybe work with some businesses. I encourage you to look at that list, and I'll tell you more about the program I was involved with. It's still existing. But I just wanted to mention that it's an area that we can be involved with. I got, unfortunately, in the mail today, something invited me to kill the caterpillars around my house and spiders. And so there's still opportunities to, to work with all kinds of entities to reduce the amount of pollution that we generate. So it's an area that I think we could explore, and maybe one of our associates might, I don't know, can I ask you if you think that's of interest?
In terms of class projects, we're always looking for creative ways, senior projects. On my sustainability student worker staff, I have a good investigative journalist who likes to dig into things in Erie, so that could be he's an English communications double major, sustainability minor. But yeah, by all means, we can talk after the meeting. Thank you.
Any other comments under pollution prevention? All right. Seeing none, on to new business. So we only have the one item. So this is in regards to one of our associate members, non-voting associate members, Jenna Walmsley. I've noticed that she has not attended any meetings in the recent time. And it's been also brought to my attention that she may have actually moved and is no longer involved in Erie. So at this time, I would like to make a motion to basically remove her as an associate member due to the fact that she is no longer present in Erie.
I second that motion.
Matt, motion. Sherry, second.
Any comments before we vote? All right. Call the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? All right, so moved. Ms. Walmsley is removed as an associate member. If she moves back, obviously, we can always talk about becoming involved again, but at this time, she will not be an associate member, and we wish the best of luck to her in her future endeavors. Nothing else under new business. We'll move to other business. Have the sustainability coordinator updates.
Hi, everybody. As I mentioned last time, the first Saturday in May, May 2nd, is our annual tire and electronic drop-off day where we accept items from residents up to 6 tires per person and electronics to have them disposed of correctly and have as many of those parts recycled as possible. We're also been working on planning an Arbor Day event. Arbor Day is the last Friday of April, which this year is April 24th, and Earth Day is 2 days before, on Wednesday, April 22nd. So that's exciting. And planning's helping with that as well. And those are the only two main things. There's a bunch of other projects ongoing as always, but those are the two most exciting things that are happening.
What's the date for the tire and electronics drop-off?
Saturday, May 2nd.
Saturday, May 2nd. Thank you.
Sure. And that's 9 to 1, and it's for city residents only.
And is there a limit on the electronic items?
You can,
Could I add just a brief thing? It'll take like a minute.
I don't know, we can't.
It fits really well here.
Okay.
I just wanted to let people know that on April 1st, Go Native Erie's native plant sale goes live on their website, and the pickup dates for native plants will be June 5th and 6th. And if you go to the Regional Science Consortium, Go Native Erie, their native plant sale will be available there.
Thank you.
I just learned that today.
No, of course. Anything else under the sustainability coordinator?
Now, at the Arbor Day event, we usually have tree seedlings to give away to folks to participate. We usually have a tree planting on Arbor Day in one of our local city parks. We're still working on selection. And then a larger event on the following Saturday. And we're reaching out to multiple partners to help plan and organize that event.
Thank you. Any questions, comments?
I'll just comment that on Saturday, April 25th, there's a lot happening in honor of Earth Day. So just more awareness, right? That morning, there's a lot of cleanups happening throughout the city, and in the afternoon, the library has their Earth Day extravaganza. So more just awareness to thinking about, being complimentary as opposed to,
To have those two celebrations kind of together.
Yeah.
Makes a lot more sense. And also, we may even have the Arbor Day celebration one day prior to Arbor Day, because the mayor is not going to be available from the 24th for a couple days. So,
yeah.
right, so we may do something the day before, and yes, and we're just in the pre-planning of this, but we are going to be reaching out to some of the existing partners that we've had in the past, and then maybe some others that would like to work with us, be part of the celebration if you want a table or support in some way. So hoping to celebrate that in a little bit larger way.
Erie County Keep Pennsylvania Beautiful page is listing out all of the cleanup events that are happening that week. So on Thursday, April 23rd, I know we have a cleanup happening, Erie Insurance, Trout Unlimited, Master Watershed Stewards, around Parade Street near the Armory. And on Tuesday of that week, there's a cleanup happening at Leaf. So again, just trying to provide information so that we're working together. That's all.
They are on our list to contact, so that's great. That's great to know. Thank you,
Yeah.
Sam. Thank you.
Any other comments? All right. Next item would be Bureau of Planning and Zoning updates.
I did want to mention that the Penn State students are finishing up their project, and they will be presenting in 2 weeks internally, and then I believe at our April meeting they'll do a quick presentation for the EAC. Also, it is still a priority. Unfortunately, I had a meeting scheduled with the mayor to discuss the EAC's letter and priorities, as well as where she stands on the environment and other things related to climate change. That meeting had to be rescheduled. It was my fault. And so I have to get that back on. But we are working behind the scenes a little bit on proposing ideas to the mayor and making sure we're aligning with her priorities. So it's still in the works. I promise to have something to report better next month. So thank you for your patience. That's all, Matt. Thanks.
Thank you. Any comments? Seeing none, motion to adjourn.
Thought you meant comments on what Jackie said, which was lovely. I don't know, and as we talk about Earth Day, I noticed that next month our meeting on Wednesday is on Earth Day, and we are probably the busiest group of folks to be double booked on that time. I know I won't be able to be here, so I don't know if there's any chance that we might move that to a previous Wednesday on April or anything like that.
Do others have conflicts on that day?
I don't.
Just, no? Okay.
That's all right.
We will miss you.
Okay, thanks. So long as everyone knows where I am, yes. We have a lecture at Mercyhurst on 22nd of April at 7 p.m. Catherine Jernigan from Transformation. She helps livestock farms turn their business into people-focused operations like mushrooms and hydroponics. So she works for Mercy for Animals at Large.
Thank you.
Molly, thank you for bringing that to my attention for our next meeting. Is there anything specific that you would all request for that meeting, since it is pertaining to this board, or?
A giant earth cake.
I could do that, but I'm not allowed to bring food, right? Is there
Maybe
anything,
asking
I
too
mean,
much.
I'm just, we've had some requests for certain speakers before, but is there anything I can do to reach out to anyone? I mean, you don't have to give me, but maybe think about that as we move into the next month, and if there's
We have the
something.
Penn State students talking about climate
We do.
action plan, so that seems pretty earthy.
We
I'm
do.
good with that.
I guess if anybody has any other suggestions, or they might want to use this time as a platform to have somebody speak on anything related to Earth Day or the Earth, or anything related to what your priorities are, then just let me know, and then I will send it out to the group to see if we all think that that's an appropriate agenda item. Good? Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anything else?
Going once, going
You sure?
twice.
All right. Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? So moved. Have a wonderful day.